It made me cry.
This One's Wife, a poisoned chalice. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Lydia Hawken writes for the Mail. With the impending launch of her brand American Riviera Orchard and a new celebrity stylist in tow, This One's Wife's Hollywood relaunch is almost complete. The Duchess of Sussex, 42, has reportedly hired ex-Juicy Couture creative director Jamie Mazzari, 35, to ensure her wardrobe lines up with her new venture. So perhaps then that wardrobe will be a beige overcoat worn by Arkwright in open all hours, or many individuals that served at general stores. Perhaps she'll have a green apron and a hat, maybe wearing some gloves, somebody that works at a pet centre. Maybe she'll wander around in a uniform with "Happy to Help" written upon it, since she seems to be keen on establishing some kind of mega store of products similar to that of Walmart. The fact that this individual has been hired to ensure her wardrobe lines up with her new venture as we witness another relaunch is clearly a poison chalice. This One's Wife has no fashion sense, even though she believes that she has. The drivel that she espoused in her self-obsessed, self-centred wankathon that was the TIG, see the STIG for a much more entertaining take on all of that work, demonstrated that she thought that she knew plenty about fashion, but quite clearly didn't. If you had any doubts about her fashion knowledge, then those doubts will have been cast to one side as a consequence of the various fashion aberrations that she has exhibited over the years. There is no doubt that she has been offered the services of stylists in the past, but This One's Wife always knows best, and one suspects that there are some rather frazzled stylists who've walked away holding their hands in the air thinking, "I just cannot deal with this woman." You see, This One's Wife looks at the world through her distortion field, which tells her that she's gorgeous, and whatever she puts on looks fabulous upon her. Somebody else, looking at her without that distortion field, sees that it doesn't, that what she's selected doesn't fit her properly, doesn't suit her, shows too much shoulder, shows off the chicken legs, is boxy, and therefore accentuates her box-like shape. The fact that she has no waist doesn't help, and so forth. Now, she cannot help the body that she has, but she can, of course, help what she wears in order to make the best of it. Repeatedly, she makes the worst of it. It's evident that she sees her body differently to everybody else, and that's common for a somatic narcissist. But it also makes it rather entertaining to think that a stylist has been hired as an individual that's there to ensure that her wardrobe lines up with her new venture. This might sound exciting for the individual concerned. They might see it as a high-profile appointment, but it's a poisoned chalice. It might glitter on the outside, but once you get down to business and sup from it, you'll find that it doesn't taste very nice at all. Apparently the stylist also lives in Monteshitshow and has a long-term working relationship with This One's Wife's neighbour, Katy Perry, as well as Hunger Games actress Jennifer Lawrence. The mother of two also recently partnered with luxury denim brand 7 for All Mankind and is responsible for Adele's show-stopping wardrobe during her Las Vegas residency. It would appear that the credentials of this individual are pretty decent and that she does know what she's talking about. Unfortunately, it's not going to help her when it comes to This One's Wife. Apparently in November 2023, the Duchess was seen having dinner with Jamie ahead of Katy Perry's Las Vegas concert, another of those concerts that she will have attended, not bothering to do anything with her children. This was also attended by Prince Harry. A source told the Mirror newspaper at the time, "They were deep in conversation. It looked like This One's Wife is going for a restyle, and Jamie is the go-to stylist for every Hollywood A-lister, including Katy Perry and Britney Spears. The article then provides a detailed examination of Jamie's career, not something that I need to share with you. Her credentials are quite clearly established. However, she will undoubtedly come to rue the involvement with this one's wife, because whilst undoubtedly she will have had some narcissists in her clientele before, those are more evolved and sensible narcissists that recognise the advantage of utilising expertise. There are those of us that see expertise and realise how it can enhance what we do. A simple example is that I utilise a graphic designer for my thumbnails. What he creates will be better than what I could create, and also saves me time. Therefore, it makes perfect sense for me to delegate that aspect of my work to him. The result, well, given my brief and his talent, hilarious and striking thumbnails, which do an excellent job of drawing people's attention to them. Thus, I harness his abilities. Yes, I brief him on what I want, but he executes it, and does so very well. With this one's wife, whatever you might suggest to her, if it doesn't accord with how she sees herself, it's going to be a no, because it'll be regarded as a threat to her control. Her narcissism will reject it. And this has been a common theme throughout the world of this one's wife, that the sophistication of her narcissism is that it's not so evolved as to recognise where it could harness something. The biggest example of that is its failure to harness the royal family, to allow her to bolt it onto herself and use it as a means for control and drawing fuel. Instead, she fought against it. And she does similar when it comes to clothing. Thus, whilst the credentials of this individual, who is the latest stylist, Jamie Mazzari, are not in doubt, and you can see some of the work and reinvention that she has undertaken, as well as revamping Juicy Couture and creating Adele's Las Vegas wardrobe, all of which looks decent. The fact is, this operation that she has joined with regard to this one's wife is going to be problematic. She said previously, it's not just about picking out the most flattering outfit. Part of my job is to look at the larger picture of my clients' careers. Does this one's wife have a career? It would appear not. Or if she has, I suppose his eternal victimhood is a career that's on the decline. Nevertheless, she asks, I have to take into account what their goals are. Do they want to be taken more seriously in their industry? Do they want to be less sexualized? Are they looking to step into a more mature phase of their life, or looking for someone to help them take risks? Do they want a specific type of role that they haven't gotten because they're looked at in a certain light? My job is helping present my clients to the world. Well, this one's wife will probably say she wants all of those things and more. So best of luck, Jamie Mazzari, but you've taken on a poison chalice, and one doesn't expect to see any alteration in the ridiculousness of what this one's wife wears in the near or distant future. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.